Good evening. Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Angela Hayes podcast, Life with No Limits. Just asking you all that are coming on to the broadcast this evening. Just put us a message in the comment section. Let us know that you're here. If you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, our YouTube channel. So we want to welcome you to another episode of the Angela Hayes podcast, Life with No Limits. Give us just a moment so we can like and share as you all. Just make sure that you all are liking and sharing the broadcast as well with your friends and your family. We will definitely appreciate it if you would be so kind to do that for us. How you doing today, Mr. Kenji?
You know what I'm doing? I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing well. I am grateful for another episode.
Oh, you got somebody on from Katy.
All
From
right, Katie in the house.
Texas.
Hello, Miss Carmen from Katie. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We just trying to like and share some of our feed here this evening with our pages. All right. Okay. So, once again, this is Angela Hayes, your host here at the Angela Hayes podcast, Life with No Limits, where we share information, insights, opportunities, and stories from business owners, entrepreneurs, authors, ministers, professionals, and those in our community. We are also a Christian based podcast shows. So we just want to make sure that we put that information out
Right,
there to
right.
our viewers so they will know that we are Christian based here at Angela Hayes Podcast. And today's episode will discuss the topic of maintaining focus as an entrepreneur. Now,
Mm,
we're not limited to that, Kenji, that applies to our professionals, that applies to domestic people, anybody,
right.
because we all now need help, with focusing on
Mm-hmm.
our goals, and what it is that we have set before us. So on the show here this evening, I keep want to say this morning. What is it?
Hey, you can do a
It's
morning
evening.
show too if you
It's the
want to.
morning show.
I'm just
Ooh, I don't know.
saying.
That's really stretching it a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So whoever's out there, so today we want to engage those of you, our listeners, our viewers, those that are on the live on the podcast, and those that will hear the podcast. We want you to engage on our feed. With some of your comments or
Mm-hmm.
even some of your tips and your suggestions as we move throughout the podcast.
Right.
And so we are live streaming again on our YouTube channel. So we ask that you would like and subscribe if you have not our YouTube channel, and click the bell that you may receive any notifications. And those that are joining from the business page at Unique Foundations, thank you so much for liking and following us there. We want to draw your attention to information there at the bottom of the screen to register for the 2024 Powerful Journey Women's Conference in McKinney, Texas at www.phyllisjenkins.com. So, with that conference, yours truly
Right.
will be launching and releasing her book, More Than Meets the Eye, at this conference.
So that's official launch? Official launch of your book?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And we'll be doing our book signings there at the conference.
Yeah.
And those of you, if you're not able to make it to the conference, when you purchase your books on Amazon, because it will be available on Amazon.
Mm.
And when you purchase that book, make sure that I sign your book so we can always, I may come back and do a book signing here. Not sure yet, but that's going to be the first book signing
Right.
at the conference.
Right.
And so
You excited?
oh yeah, it's getting closer.
Yeah.
Closing out
You
things.
got the butterflies. You got the.
No, I don't have butterflies yet.
That's it. Maybe
Not
that
yet.
day.
Probably
Maybe.
that
Yeah,
day.
that's good. But I know it feels good to have accomplished the book. Start with just an idea, and then to go through all what you went through to get it done.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is a journey. It is definitely a journey with yourself.
Yeah.
And then, a lot of things that you reflect back on. And, it's amazing when you start writing how things start coming out of you that you are able to pull out.
Right.
So I will say this to our viewers that writing a book is not for punks. It is no joke.
For the faint at heart, huh?
It is not for the faint at heart.
Yeah.
And so what I love, and I want to say this because our writing coach and the founder of Powerful Journey organization, Miss Phyllis Jenkins in Plano, Texas, I will say this. Writing with the Powerful Journey organization is a great experience.
So let me ask you this. When you say writing with an organization, so it does that mean like you can start writing if you run into any issues, you can call them and talk to them?
Oh yeah, you can definitely talk to them. But what happens with the Powerful Journey when you connect with Miss Phyllis Jenkins, you're actually connecting to a community. Okay. And when I say you're a community, you're connecting with ladies from all over.
Okay.
And men. I mean, because we have the men that's going to be at the conference too. There will be a workshop also for them. But you're actually connecting with like-minded. So you and I know as business owners and entrepreneurs how very important that is on whatever type of journey that you are on or what it is that you're focusing on, what your specific field is. It's very important to have that community around what you're doing. People are like-minded. People are on their journey like you are. So yeah, so that's the thing I love with being able to write and publish through Powerful Journey organization is because it's just not me. It's a whole community.
It's a network.
It's a network. And you have support. You have people that understand each other. There's a non-judgmental zone with this organization.
And then you might be going through something that another entrepreneur has already been through and can kind of like give you some tips on how to get through it.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, it's a real journey. People are actually getting healed, emotionally, mentally, just writing their experiences and the things that have happened from trauma in their lives. And so that's why I love it. So when you see me as a writer and author and publishing a book, I haven't just wrote a book just to say I'm writing a book. And this is me and the ladies as well. I see a lot of people, I wrote this book and that book and bam, 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 bam. That's not, we've been on a journey. And it's a journey, of fulfillment. It's a journey of purpose. It's like a journey of healing. It's a journey of freedom. It's a journey of faith.
And then I think like if you able, because imagine how many people are holding their stories in.
Oh, it's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And to be able to bleed it out.
To be able to bleed it out.
To get it out. You know what I'm saying? And then express it the way that you want to express it. That's
Because you'll be surprised at how many people in the world can relate to your story. Even when I presented at the college on last week. I mean, I'm presenting information to about entrepreneurship, right? But then still part of my story is still bleeding out of me within my presentation. And then for people to talk to me afterwards and then even going to my car in the parking lot approaching me, your presentation hit me. I can resonate with your story, so it's like, wow. So once you start, it starts coming out of you. It's just like there's a free flow. I don't care where you are. It flows out. It flows out.
So let me ask you this: were you hit with a? Did you just wake up and just say, I want to write a book, or was you inspired, like spirit led to do it?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, during this time of season, so this is 2024. So I became a published author in 2023. I started my writing journey in 2022.
Okay.
So during this time in my life, I was in a season of transition. I was in a season of transition with my employment, and I was in a season of transition with my place of faith. So, with my ministry, with my church. And so I recognized that I was in that season. And so this is what happens a lot of times. We don't recognize our seasons because there's times and seasons for all things in our life. But if you don't recognize what season you're in, you get stuck. You know. And so when I recognized it, I actually began the research. And I had previously met my writing coach.
So you started researching on how to write, how to deliver your story.
I started researching because I had met Miss Phyllis through a mutual friend over the phone 2 years prior in 2019. So I guess it was kind of combination. So yeah, it was spirit led too, because the spirit of God brought back to me her. And I began to get online. And I went to where you all see www.phyllisjenkins.com. I went to her website. And I began to read about what it is that she did. And so I just took a step of faith and reached out to her, sent an email. She reached out back. We set up a meeting. We set up a Zoom meeting. And it's been on ever since.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So let me ask you this: where was it ever a time? Because I know that the topic of your show is staying focused as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So was there any time where you felt like you lost focus?
Oh yeah.
So how did you gain? So when you lost focus, how did you gain it back?
Oh, that's good. Okay, remember I said at the top, this is a community that I'm a part of.
Okay.
So the community meets on a weekly basis.
Gotcha.
So staying plugged in, staying connected.
People was able to inspire you
to that community.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And not only just inspire me to keep writing or, to get back. Like it's like if you fall off the bicycle, you get back up, right?
Get back on and ride it.
There's a script in Proverbs, a just man falls 7 times, but he gets back up again. And so being plugged into that community, it helped, because then not only do you have inspiration, but you also have accountability.
Yeah.
So, and that's just helping us kind of segue into our topics. But before we segue into our topic, we do have a video that we do want to share with the audience today for our upcoming 2024 Powerful Journey Conference speakers. We want you to meet our speakers here today as we prepare for the conference. So stay tuned.
And that's this one right here.
Yes. All right. So you had the opportunity to see who our speakers are for the upcoming conference. So get your tickets. I am on a mission. I do have a goal that I need to meet with registration. So I'm asking that you will go to phyllisjenkins.com and register for the Powerful Journey Conference. You can register to be in person, or you can register for a virtual ticket. Right. So as we segue into that topic, So as entrepreneurs, we do often find ourselves juggling multiple tasks, right? Now, you know, a lot of times we say women will multitaskful, but entrepreneurs are normally
multitask.
Mm-hmm. So wearing many hats and facing constant distractions.
Right.
Okay, would you agree? So who out there in our audience, just put in the feed for us real quick. It doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, you may be a supervisor of some sort, a leader, a industry leader, whatever background you come from, wherever you work, whatever you do. Give me one thing that you struggle with that's a distraction. One thing that you struggle with. What is some things like I'm gonna give one first and foremost. If you're working on something, say for instance, Kenji, you're focused on you're building this video for a client.
Mm-hmm.
You're building this promo video. What type of distraction comes when you like right in the crux of it? What type of distraction do you have?
Believe it or not, I don't have distraction. I don't have a distraction. No, when I'm making, because awesome. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because it's just creativity. It's my thoughts.
Okay. So you don't have any type of distraction. Like, does your phone start ringing?
No, I'm in here by myself.
Oh wow.
And if my phone start ringing, mm-hmm. I will hit it off because I know I'm in the zone.
Right. That's good.
And now could it be distractions of me getting to the video?
Okay, that's good.
To making the video.
That's good.
So I might have another client that come in. I have one client idea in my head, mm-hmm. because remember all this is thoughts.
Okay.
And so another client will come in, and so I have their thoughts in my head.
Oh wow! Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
That's true.
And so it's like a crank,
mm-hmm.
and it's a thought going in, mm-hmm. and it pick it up. It's a thought going in, mm-hmm. and it's picking up. So sometimes it'll throw me off because this new idea,
right?
And I'm so zoned in on it. Oh, I got the idea.
I like that you brought that one
and
out.
So it could throw me off for the one that I was already working on because I see the idea for this one.
Yes,
you understand what I'm saying?
But you working on this one,
yeah. And so it could throw me off. So I try to take days like today.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to take today and just make today a day where I come in and just do what I had already planned.
Yes. Staying with that.
What I already had planned. So if anything come new, any new clients come in, I ain't got to worry about. I done already knocked this out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel you because as an entrepreneur, I struggle with distractions, and I just have to be intentional about focusing in on what I'm doing, like you said, because it'll come as a thought. So, like, say,
can I give you a tip though?
This
one thing that I do in the morning time is I get up and I might go in my phone and I put down, okay, do this video, do that video, do this video, do this video for today. I'm not thinking about tomorrow, and so I go to my phone and okay, let me knock out that video, boom, boom, and it did, and this keep me focused.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. You stay on that track.
I stay on what I got on the agenda for that day.
Yes.
Because I know that's because I think about it in the morning. I'd say to myself, if I do all of this, then I have the rest of my day free. So if I can just knock all of this out.
So you're intentional about what you focusing.
Exactly.
So so for me, audience, who's saying what's some of your distractions? But for me, I may get a text. It may be an email come through, a phone call.
Yeah.
And I can say this. It could even be an opportunity. So distractions can be wrapped in an opportunity that's come your way. Yeah. But you have to do A, B, and C. Yeah. So, like, for instance, yesterday, my focus was totally on some of the things in my business. One of the things, building my capability statements, working on things that's going to set me up for some future
Right.
Some future contracts and things of that nature. So thanks for sharing, Carmen. Carmen says family members needing something. Oh yeah. Oh, we won't mention or co-workers.
Yeah.
Yes. Those two are big right there.
Yeah.
So it takes a fixed focus to stay with that thing right there.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I like that you said that I'm working on this for this client, but then now I have this client, this thought, and this information, this intel coming in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's almost like your brain split
into,
but you're trying to focus in on that.
And then if you got the idea, I mean, if your creative energy is kicking in on this idea, but you was already, man, it's like, man, I need to make sure that I keep that creative, you know what I'm saying? So it could be distracting. It could be distracting, but it's got to just, like I said, I try to plan out, okay, get this done, and
get it done. But that's good. So for staying focused is crucial. It's crucial for us making progress and reaching our objectives, which is our goals. And so as entrepreneurs, we have goals, you know, as industry leaders, you know, we have goals. You know, all of us should have goals. And that's the thing. If you have set a goal, you need to stick with your goal. But it does take intentionality. And so, you know, I asked the question to our audience. So how can you cultivate and sustain focus on your journey? What are some things that you can do that you can stay focused on your journey? We've shared with you some of the things that, you know, we do. So for me, sometimes I just have to put my phone on silent.
Yeah.
You know, and I have in some cases turned it off.
Yeah.
And then it depends on where I am and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know, oh no, I won't be able to take this call. I won't be able to respond to this text right now. And then, like Miss Carmen said, she said, oh, don't get offended for my family out there. But sometimes it's family. They may send you a text and it's something totally
out the way. Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about that later, right?
Yeah.
Because right now I'm in a zone.
Yeah.
Or right now I'm in this meeting. Yeah. Or right now I'm with this client.
Yeah.
So yes, it does happen. And you know, such is life.
Yeah.
But we have to learn how to manage those distractions. So one thing is I wanted to say to our audience is the power of prioritization.
Yeah.
Learning how to prioritize.
Yeah.
And you pretty much laid it out there.
I'm telling you, like, do this. And then what I try to do is I try not to put too much on my plate where I can give me some time to have some time to myself for the, you know, like at least, okay, let's do this 8 hours. And then I got the rest of the day to myself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I try to work.
Yeah.
It's plan it out. I know what I got to do, and then having some time for myself.
Right. And that's really
because
important.
That's got to be a focus too.
It does.
Some time for yourself.
It really does.
Because you can take on all these tasks and then find yourself not being creative because you done took on too much.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That right there. And I'm guilty.
Yeah.
I'm guilty trying to take on too much. You know, or trying to meet the demands of something else, of other people, you know. And so I found myself having to, and it is intentionality. So I found myself doing this even now. So when I was in the workplace, I always told people this, but I really realized it's true. So as an administrator, as a court administrator, I had a hat. You visualize this hat. And so I had to turn this hat in different directions, whether that was for a judge, whether that was for staff, whether that was for counsel. So,
an actual hat?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying, visualize.
Yeah.
Visualize. Yeah. So this is kind of like the scenario in my mind that, you know, kind of thought about. Like,
yeah, you wore different hats.
I wore different hats, so that required a different version of what I did for a judge, a different version of what I did for staff, a different version of what I did for management.
Now, when you say a different version, you mean a different version of you?
A different version of what I did.
Okay.
Because notice, that's good. I like that, because notice I said a different version of what I did. Right. Because who I am. See, you gonna get me started.
Come on. Let's get started.
That's all in my book. Yeah. Because who I am is not my title.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Is not that job.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, I was a municipal court administrator, but that's not who I am, right?
That's just what you do.
Come on. I love that Carmen say that's your role.
Yeah.
That was the role I played.
Yeah.
Wow. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as an entrepreneur in business, okay, I want to say this. See, Sandra said.
Yeah, let me get to her.
Let's see what she's saying. She said supervises 109 employees.
Oh, she's making that big money. 109 employees. Yeah, big money.
So staff needing advice or solve a problem.
So she's saying that there could be a distraction.
That's one of her distractions.
109. Could you imagine?
I can't imagine, because
109 people.
Yeah,
I got 2 people in here. And
I had
crazy.
4, and at different times. You know. Yeah. And 5 at different times, and so 109. I can't even imagine and distractions. I mean, literally, my days would be like a revolving door, my office door, and it's like, okay, my desk is full of work.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take out a moment of silence for you, Sandra, and pray for you, because I know 109 different, and I'm saying this in reality, 109 different personalities.
Oh yeah. That's true.
109 different personalities.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. I know you'd be drained when you get home.
Yeah, and it takes a special person to maneuver at that level. Yeah. So you know, like Kenji said, kudos to you, and our prayer is with you. Oh yeah, we all praying for you. Miss Carmen got the prayer hands up. Yeah, we praying for you, sister. Yeah. So it's being intentional, and it's a consistent thing. And so
I would love to ask Sandra, how does she stay focused?
Mm-hmm.
How do you stay focused
on what she has to accomplish?
Yeah, if you got a person coming to you saying I need this, and then another person to come to you saying I need this, and then another person coming to you saying I need this, because we know that happens.
Right, it does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
And each person needs something different.
And that's true, because that's something I had to do with those hats I was saying. Right. It goes back to prioritizing.
Yeah.
So then I had to really sit with myself, because a lot of times some things, it seems like, so you may have a staff member come to you and it's like they escalating the situation. But then when you listen and wait it out, it's really not an escalated situation. So now I got to go back and say, okay, well, I got to get this report in to finance by noon. So you know what? We'll deal with this later. So it comes back to prioritizing. And so even as an entrepreneur, you know, hey, I may get a phone call. Oh, we got this meeting at 12 o'clock. Can you get on that meeting? Okay, I'm coming from the insurance side now. But then over here on my notary side of my business, I have a client that I'm printing documents for that I'm going to have to meet with at 10 a.m. So what's more important for me at that time? I got to get those documents printed, and I got to be ready, because what I'm doing for the lender, for the title company, is time sensitive. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make that meeting. It's just real like that. So it's all about prioritizing
and deciding what's important, what needs the most attention at that time. And you know, it kind of goes back to a part of one of our previous episodes. And by the way, y'all, this episode 8 for us, so I'm excited. It goes back to something that you said on one of the episodes. So guess what? That meeting is not going, it's going to teach me something, but it's something I probably can learn a little later if I don't already know it. But that meeting is not going to pay me at that time. But that client meeting that I have for 10 a.m., I'm getting paid. Priority.
Yes.
That's priority.
Yes. And this is just real talk, y'all. You know,
see, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm finna be straight up and be honest with you. And some people are not gonna like this when I say this here. I hate people that tell me I don't do this for the money.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I
on the
hate people that. So what are you in business for?
Right.
I'm not okay. If you're in a non-profit, then I understand. If you in a no, but I'm just saying.
But it's money in that.
But I'm just saying.
Okay.
so I'm just saying. So but I'm saying, if you in business and you saying I'm not in it for the money,
right?
What are you in it
right
for?
Right.
I don't understand that thinking.
Yes.
Because every day I come in here, I'm trying to figure out how can I make some money.
Absolutely. And then, if you're not in it for money, well, you just need to take up a hobby.
Exactly.
You just need to make that your hobby.
Now, at the same time, I have morals, I have values. I want to be, I want to have customers. I want to be able to clients. I want to be able to provide good service.
Absolutely.
I want them to be able to go. I want them to be able to go and recommend my services. But the recommendations is for what? For to make some
ultimately
more money.
The money, right?
To make some
because
more money.
Business owners and entrepreneurs have to live too. Yeah. So
this stuff don't the mic, the key, everything costs. You know what I'm saying? Everything costs. And if you're not in it for the money, then that means your grandkids, your kids, your family. You're just coming to work, or you're just doing this just because. I'm trying to build a legacy. I'm trying to leave something.
I'm with you. You
understand?
Even though I don't have biological kids as of right now, and I'm still single, so I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah.
But
you gotta have
I still want to make sure I'm able to bring to the table, because that's going to be a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you got me fired up.
And then I want to say this here too, because I'm not a victim, because I'm not a victim. I can relate to this. Sometimes when you in this entrepreneurship journey, your focus, you 9 times out of 10 you're gonna fall off.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 you're gonna fall off.
Right.
But it's up to you to dust yourself off, get back focused,
get back up again,
get back focused,
get back up again,
and get back on it.
Get back up again.
It might take you a month to do that. It might take you 2 months to do that.
Right. It may take you 2 weeks. It may take you 2 days. You may have an epiphany. You may have aha moment. Yeah. So that's real.
And then when you look at it, and then let me not use the word fall off, because it's not falling off. You go through like major learning experience.
You do. And then life happens.
And there's some things you just don't have control over.
Right. And that may require you to focus in on at that time. So life does happen.
And
so
reset. Ain't nothing wrong with reset.
Reset. Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with resetting.
Yes.
Look back, analyze, reset, and move forward.
Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. So I think Sandra was saying a little bit more to us. After we go over her comments, we're gonna pause and shoot another video to you. I mostly send them to their supervisor in that region if I can, or I will let them. We'll have to get back with them upon completion of the task I am currently working on. Yeah. That's great.
So she working on something. She gonna send them to I guess another supervisor.
Yeah, obviously she is able to delegate.
Yeah.
So I learned in working that delegation is a gift.
That's a power.
So you are blessed that you have people that you can delegate. That staff member too.
Because I'm a one-man band.
Right now. Right now, but I need a virtual assistant is what I need.
I'm a janitor.
I know.
I'm a security guard. I'm a technician.
I got you.
I shoot if I have to, I change oil.
I know.
If it need oil change, I
got you.
All of it.
Yes, I got
it's you. It's a one-band band. But when you when you starting out, it's just like that.
It is.
It's like that,
and we love what don't get us wrong, audience. We love what we do. Trust me. Everything that Kenji does in his business and I do, we love what we do because it all comes back to servicing people. And people, I love people.
Right.
I love to engage and interact with people. Yes. That's why I'm asking you all to engage and interact here because I love to listen. I love to learn, even from other people.
And then too, you find out what other people go through. Like she was saying that she delegate, you know.
Yes.
And that's something that we just delegate. You
delegate,
know So if we can find people to delegate things to, and it's third party, even I'm a single membership LLC, so I do most of the things by myself. So
same here.
So, but there's third parties that I can go through.
Yes, absolutely.
Like they got the AI deals that you can use.
So you got to learn how to leverage entrepreneurs. You got to learn how to leverage some of that AI, those AI opportunities for your business. So you know, because I know a lot of some people they try to figure out, well, how did they do that? Or how are they doing that? You better try to contact me and learn some stuff. If you know me, you know I'm here to help. So, but so I just we want to take this moment to pause and give to you another. This is just the 2023 post conference video that I want to share with you. Just something backstage that we did at the conference on last year. Enjoy the video. As you can see here today. This is based on, I have on many colors, as you can see here today. This is based on the story of Joseph in the Bible, in the book of Genesis. Read it. Joseph was giving a coat from his father of many colors. That was symbolic of the favor that God had placed on his life. And so, as a result of my story, I now declare, as you can see this crown here today, I decree and declare over my life. I speak it. I encourage you to speak it. I wear a crown of victory and I wear a cloak of favor. Say it every day and you will see changes happening in your life. All right. So we back. So I kind of want to share with the audience, Kenji, as we talk about prioritizing our goals and what it is that we're working on as we manage these distractions. So, you know, we have countless demands on our time and our attention all the time. So you want to identify your top priorities. What is key? What is top? What is your 1, 2, 3 for that day? It may just be 1 or 2 that day because one particular assignment or project may take most of your day. It may be something that you really have to hone in on. So you want to identify what is my top priorities for that day or for that week in some cases. And in some cases it's for a month, and focus on them. Be relentless about it.
Can I mention something for the people? Something that really helps, and I know people talk about it, but and I know that you're gonna be like, oh, where everybody know that, but exercise. Just think what I'm finna tell you, and I say it because of experience. I get up every morning. I found me an 8-minute workout. I found just an 8-minute workout.
Come on, help.
And so I'm gonna tell you something. When I get up and I do that 8-minute workout, I release everything that if I'm stressing about something, because I'm focused on that workout. And do you know that allows me to focus more on what I have to do, and to give me the energy to get it done. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you, man, if you get a because they have them on YouTube. I just go to YouTube. Give me an 8-minute workout. 8 minutes is not long.
It's not.
And what it does is it wakes you up.
Yes, it stimulates you.
Exactly. It wakes you up. And it gets everything turning in your body.
That's good,
and
Kenji.
Your brain starts, you know what I'm saying, going. And I'm telling you, like, that helps.
You're right.
It really helps. And what I don't do nothing strenuous. I might just step to the side.
Okay.
Twist my body.
Come on.
But what it's doing,
I love it,
is it's waking me up.
Yes.
It's waking
Y'all
me up.
Hear that?
And then what happens too is it triggers my ears to start listening because I'm listening to the guy, what he's telling me. Do the step. You know what I'm saying? And it's waking me up. And then, like I said, I'm not thinking about nothing else but that exercise. So it takes me away from all the work.
Right. For 8 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? For 8 minutes. And then I get to come back to it. But I come back to it with a different perspective, a different mentality because I'm up now.
That's good.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
And I'm going to tell you, just the little 8 minutes, it get me through the day.
That's great. Yeah, you all hear that?
So staying focused requires you to, and then I listen to motivational speakers. I try to give me at least one motivational speech in the morning time while I'm showering or whatever. I just put my phone on and just let it even if you think I'm not listening to it, I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's getting in your spirit.
And so by the time I walk out the door,
oh, you good to go. Yeah. Yeah, you can meet the world.
I'm ready.
That's great. Yeah, so y'all hear that? That's a great tip, to do that 8-minute workout. We'll just say 8 minutes
stimulating your mind.
Yeah,
stimulating
that's all.
Your body.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. And it ain't got nothing to do with, I'm lifting weights, I'm bench pressing 300. It's nothing to do with that.
Walking 3 miles.
It's just 8 minutes of just waking your body up.
That's good.
And you deserve that.
We do. And see, that's what I was going to say when you were talking, that those of you and all of us should be, our goals is to be more cognizant of self-care.
Yes.
And so that's a good practicality that we can all implement, that 8 minute, get started, wake up, let's get it going, and just stimulating ourselves.
I'm going to tell you what it does too. Confidence. It stimulates confidence.
Build your confidence. That's great.
I'm telling you, like I feel myself walking more with my chest poked out.
Wow.
It stimulates the confidence, everything. So,
absolutely.
So I would just recommend that to all entrepreneurs, man. Get you a little bit of exercise in the morning. Like I say, even if it's 8 minutes, because again, that takes you away from everything in the morning, and then you come back to it.
Yeah,
with a fresh mind.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk more about that in another podcast as we talk more about focusing, as entrepreneurs and stuff, because there was a technique I read about today, and I won't go into it, but I really like that one because
try it in the morning. You try it in the morning. Just go find your 8 minute workout, do it, and then text me K. Just throughout the day, K. It worked.
See, Kenji making me get back on my A game, y'all.
I'm telling you, when I tell you, I tell you, watch how better your day go.
Oh yeah, and I know you're right because when I was in my early 30s, late 20s, all of that, I won't say how old I am now. But I used to work out before I went to work in the morning, and at that time, I think I had to be to work at 8, but most of the time I would get there for 7:30.
Right.
And so I would work out like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Right.
Well, when you start getting older and stuff, or you commuting or whatever, you don't have the energy. You don't want to do it that early. And I'm telling you, if I tell you that helped even my stamina during the day, I could literally feel it. I mean, long about that 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock hour, you would normally get kind of sluggish. It was almost like I would feel a burst of energy. And so it really helped me. It really did help me. So that is a good.
I'm going to tell you, I don't mind saying how old I am because I feel like this here. I'm not embarrassed. And I'm not saying you embarrassed.
Oh,
no. But I'm not embarrassed. I'm 51 years old and I'm going to continue to exercise. I'll probably come in here. You see me next 2 weeks. I'm going to be a little bit smaller.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be the best 51.
Yes.
Absolutely. that I could be.
That's it. What I'm saying? That's what we're doing.
And again, I want to inspire somebody that's 24.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If I could do it, you could do it.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
And that's what we want.
And why be afraid of living? And getting, why be afraid? Why not tell somebody? But I live to be 51. There's a lot of people didn't make it to see. To see this.
Absolutely.
And I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm doing what you're saying. I'm staying focused, and I'm moving forward.
Amen.
Running this business.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So that's what we want. We want to just inspire everybody to hang in there. Sometimes, you may have gotten off the track a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's, that could be with anything. That could be with we talked about, we was going to talk about exercise, talked about the exercise, all of that. It could be with your eating habits. It could be with a project that you're working on. And those of you that are dreamers and planners and visionaries, if you put that book aside or that journal aside, it's something that you work and you want to write like I am. Of just inspiring you to get back focused. And even with our phones, there's apps that we can use to help us along the way as well. And so I just want to say to our audience, just to identify your top priorities. Remember to identify your top priorities and focus on them. Be like a bulldog, and be relentless about it, And this means saying no. This means no is okay. Those two letters is okay. Saying no to distractions, or whatever those distractions is, and who those distractions are coming from, and non-essential tasks that don't align with your goals. And so this is something that I'm sharing in my upcoming book, More Than Meets the Eye, to identify your time wasters, the who and the what. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna be like the preachers. This is in my book. These are things that I've learned to do and I'm still working on. I'm a work in progress, but I've gotten better at it. Identify your time wasters, the who and the what. Who's wasting your time and what's wasting your time. And so there's a practicality to this. And there's also a scripture. Y'all know I'm scripture based that goes with this in Psalm 90:12. To assist you in this practice, start applying and praying this principle from Psalm 90:12. Teach us to number our days that we may cultivate and bring to you a heart of wisdom. Audience, our days are numbered. We all know that. So we want to make sure that what we need to do in this life, that we are intentional about it, and everything that we do and the people, the who and the what that we spend time with and the things that we spend time on, make sure that it's aligning with your goals. Make sure that they align with your goals. Now, I said that 2-letter no is all right. And I'm going to tell you also, on your journey, it may be even time that you have to part ways with some people.
And that's a part of staying focused.
That's a part of staying focused because you're on a certain track and a certain...
Can I add one more thing to focus?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to say this here, and this is very important in focusing. You got to focus on you some downtime too.
Yes, you do.
And this is what this is what one of the mentors that I listen to on the YouTube deal says, and it makes so much sense because God did it. He said, "Run."
Yes, he did.
He said, "Run."
Yeah.
Run 6 days. Run hard because you only need 1 day of rest. And he said, "Run hard as you can, but make sure you focus enough on you too."
Yes.
To take that 1 day.
Right.
And give yourself downtime.
You deserve it.
So you can get back up and run. You only need 1 day. How we know? Because God did it.
Come on. That's our example.
All you need is 1 day of rest.
That's true.
And that's going to prepare you to run that 6 days.
Yes, that is.
And if you don't believe it, go to Genesis.
Go to Genesis. Come on, Kenji. You better talk, Kenji.
I'm just saying.
Go to Genesis at the first chapter. Come on. Hey, he did this on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Come on. And intentional about it, of what he created.
You feel me? And then
look, just think about, and he was focused and intentional on what he created, and we are enjoying it today.
Exactly.
So with you saying that, if it's something that you need to focus on,
Yep.
because it's going to bless other people.
Yeah.
And of course, it's going to bless you. If it's
Right.
blessing other people, it's going to be a blessing to
Right.
you. So everything that we do,
Yeah.
we're not doing it for just us.
Just us. And remember, run.
I like
Run
that.
6 days.
Run 6 days.
Run 6 days. Run
Good.
hard.
Yes.
Focus.
Be relentless.
Relentless.
Come on.
And then all you need is that one day.
Yes.
That one day
of rest.
A rest.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get up and you can run that. That's going to prepare you to run that 6 more days.
Right.
I promise you.
Right.
I do it.
Yeah.
I ain't letting nothing steal this particular day from me.
Right.
And now if I choose to go out and do it, I'm going to go out and get some money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this day is specifically for me to rest.
I love it.
And I'm going to run hard the all of the 6 days.
Right. And that's it, people. It's all about self-care. And sometimes, I know I've been guilty in a lot of aspects coming through, even through ministry. I want to talk to those people too. You have to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
And if someone is pressuring you, putting that pressure on you, you know your limits. And this is where, man, I almost have teacher workshop on this. Yeah. This is where you have to learn how to set boundaries.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Okay.
So, I know we titled this entrepreneur, but we're talking about this from all aspects of life.
Yeah, life in general.
Of life, because it ultimately, talked about it, it affects your thinking.
Yeah.
It affects your hearing.
Yeah.
It affects your body.
Yeah.
It affects your thoughts. Yeah. It can affect your spirit. Yeah. You have to take time for you.
Yeah.
And as you're focusing in, and that could be something that you need to set a goal.
Yep.
And you need to prioritize
Yep.
in your schedule. So we just want to leave you with that today. And we so grateful for those of you. Boy, they got some good stuff they saying out there, Kenji.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just hope that this help somebody along the way, because that's what we're here for, is to help each other here at the Angelia Hayes podcast, Life with No Limits. And again, we are here to share information, insights, opportunities, and stories from business owners, with business owners, entrepreneurs, authors, ministers, professionals, and community. And again, we are a Christian-based podcast. And we love what we do. And we love you for being a part of this community and tuning in. And I also want to remind you, if you're interested in being on this podcast, that you can reach out to me and send me a message, or you can email me or send me a private message on this page at Unique Foundations or on my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. And also you can donate to this podcast by Zelling us at 979-334-2648. We appreciate any donations that you share. A portion of those donations will go to our nonprofit organization, Life Revision Center Incorporated, 501(c). God bless. Have a great evening.